I decided to do a Draw My Life video, basically, for my digital story project. This is my family, my two brothers, and my mom and my dad. This is a pretty bad drawing of what they actually look like, and one of my brothers actually looks like he has a Santa Claus beard, but whatever. My family was Catholic. All of my family is Catholic, so I was raised Catholic, and we went to Sacred Heart School. And in first grade was when I started to deal with being rejected from society and not being able to fit in. Every day during Bible study, I would be told that it's time to go to my reading classes because I didn't actually know how to read in the first grade. So every day I would walk down to the special ed room and learn to read, and the kids would make fun of me and laugh at me, and they wouldn't play with me at recess because they thought that my stupid would rub off on them. So, I spent a good lot of time by myself first through about second grade. And then in third grade, my parents decided to move me to Colby Public Schools, and it was a lot better for me there. I made friends at least, which was the good part, and I would have those friends pretty much for the rest of my school careers. Middle school came another struggle when I started to notice that I probably was not straight. It was just a really kind of weird time for me. I think middle school's weird for everybody, but it was like my questioning of my sexuality. And when I brought it up to my parents, they said no, it wasn't okay, and that I would be kicked out and removed from my home if I ever decided to bring a same-sex relationship into their house. So I struggled with where do I fit in, because I've always had to put up this front of somebody that I'm not. So during high school, I really buried that within myself, and I decided to just move on and away from it and tried to deal with the fact that I needed to love myself, but I couldn't love myself openly. So I was kind of hitting a low point in my depression and my anxiety and stuff like that. So I met a girl that year who would become one of my best friends, and she still is my best friend. It's just it was at the time when I was moving away from being Catholic, and I just didn't want to talk about religion at all. And she would always bring up, well, I just don't want you to go to hell. I'm just really concerned about you, and I really think that you need God in your life. And I just was not having it, because I'm like, God doesn't accept who I am. I'm being told that God doesn't accept who I am. I'm being told that it's not okay and that I'm not allowed to be myself. And it didn't help that my brothers at that time were kind of going through a rebellion stage, I suppose, and actually were having children outside of wedlock. And so I would have to go to communion every Sunday by myself. So as if it wasn't bad enough, I was walking up the aisles and being paraded in front of the church by myself, and you could just see the stares and the whispers of, oh, you know who that is. They're doing bad things with their kids. So at this point, it's when I was hitting the lowest point, and I was turning to God, and I'm saying, can you please help me? I am really struggling here, and I never got any help. So I just ran away from it, because I was like, maybe he's not real. Maybe God is not here for me. So I turned to things like YouTube to look for a new role model that wasn't within a Bible. I found a lot of great people who did a lot of great things with their time, and so that's where I started to draw some of my morals from, as well as books and TV shows and movies and celebrities who were doing great things that I could agree with. And I kind of just realized that, you don't have to have a Bible to be happy. You don't have to have a religion to be happy. And I can just draw my morals off of just being a good person and seeing what other people are doing. And this is, about the time of my junior year and my senior year when I finally decided to reject religion completely and just love who I was, no matter who I was, with or what I was doing. To just be happy with who I was and make sure that I was putting myself before everyone else. And this is when I kind of came up with everyone is entitled to their own beliefs. You don't have to agree the same thing as everybody else. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to. And so I came up with if you don't have anything good to say about somebody else's opinion, then you don't need to be forcing your opinion on other people. Because nobody likes to be told you need to believe this, you have to believe this. And it just makes life a whole lot easier. And I found that it's made my life a whole lot easier.